This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington football team and the Green Bay Packers. For the right to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56, it's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's at the 50. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A handoff running left is Gibson, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Newton on first down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Strong coverage by Washington. And now fourth down.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal of 39.
The kick by Crosby is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Flushed out right. Brown has the first down and much more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 44, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, and him ending with an interception.
I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On first down, it's Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he'll only get this back to the 15-yard line, so that decision's going to cost him 5 yards. The danger of a punt that good? A 16-yard return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a give to Gibson. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
He's putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to fit.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Robbie Anderson. 62 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. Charles, you have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. 1st down and much more here for Jones as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Our 2 squads making their final adjustments prior to the second half kick. Which team will be the one standing as NFC champions at the end? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Taken from about the 12. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
First down, Washington.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Gibson again. And fights through one man. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington able to make this a close game again. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is down to a field goal. Boy, it's only a one-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent. Second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, another shot for Jones. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead here this NFC Championship game. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one. And it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. 89 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's third and short. Off play action. Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A carry for Gibson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run with Gibson. Broken tackle. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. Newton will try it himself, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. Oh, and I think Washington got it. Yes, they did. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 5. Once more, Gibson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Here's Gibson on the read option. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And it all rides on this one play. A trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. Got his target, Samuel. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll run on first down. Gibson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They'll run with Gibson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl. Celebration time in D.C., Washington, the NFC champs, as we say thank you for watching and good night.